Hello, Huskies. I want to check in with you all today and give you a couple updates. I miss all of you. I hope you're okay. I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're at least enjoying some time with your families. This message is more for your families today, so it might be kind of boring for the kids to hear this one, but it'd be good for you to see some of the stuff that we're sending out to you. So this week we are going to be sending some more resources to you, and so I wanted to go over some of those things for you, so you have a little bit of an idea how you might want to use them. We're trying to keep things pretty simple and pretty straightforward, so that it is easy for you to use, but also trying to give you more to do at home. We're hearing two things from families. On one side, we're hearing some families that are really overwhelmed right now with everything that they have to deal with, which is very understandable. But we're also hearing from some families that they want more from us teachers to be able to do at home. So we're trying to strike that right balance. I'll just go through it with you. So we're going to send this packet out, and it's going to be a PDF. So it's not going to come in the mail. We're not going to print a bunch of them out. It's going to be a PDF, and that's because a lot of this stuff in here is actually links to some of our videos and things. So this first page is just a letter, just checking in, giving you some updates. A lot of the stuff I'm telling you right now. And just to reiterate what we would do under ideal circumstances, what we would have you do at home with your families. We put 5 things here. 1, playtime. 2, story time. 3, number games. 4, literacy games or letter games. And then 5, do a journal. Under ideal circumstances, we would love for everyone to do all of those things every day. But we also want to be understanding and compassionate and realize that these are far from ideal circumstances right now. So if you have a schedule that you made before when we cut these out and stuck them on, you can keep using that. If it's working for you, great, run with it. If you want to mix it up and try something new, what we did is we made a checklist. All right. Now, if you have a printer, you can print it out. If you don't have a printer, you can look at this. You can make your own. You could just make a little chart here. It's just the different activities of the day, the days of the week. The idea here is that we want to get a feel for what you were able to do at home, and also it might give you a little bit of an idea what you should try to do a little bit more in the week. Like, say for example, on Monday at playtime, you played with dinosaurs in the forest. You might jot down dinosaur forest, all right? Then the next day you might play with something a little bit different. So get something a little bit different. And say, you did a journal this day, put a check because you did a journal, and you did literacy games, and maybe you did one story, but you didn't have time for the other story. Just jot those things down so you can kind of look at it, and then the next day you might see, oh, you know what? I didn't do any number games on Monday, so I should do some number games on Tuesday. I should make sure to get to that on Tuesday, okay? Again, we want you to be honest with us in terms of what you were able to do so we can get some feedback from you. But we intend this to be kind of a guide for you for the week to be able to tell what you did with your student that week and what we might want to do a little bit more in your time home with your student. So that's one thing that's in your packet, just a little checklist for you to keep track. And you can just do check marks, or if you have time to jot down specifically what you did, when it's time, say it's time for letter games, and you decided you wanted to do some sound blending. Or maybe you decided that was a little bit too challenging and you wanted to do something different, or a little bit too easy and you wanted to do something different. Jot it down because that would be really helpful for us to see. And again, if you don't have a printer, you can make your own. Just make a little chart. Okay? Then the next few pages that we're going to send are some more detailed ideas for what you can do at home. Okay, the first page is some suggestions for playtime. So we have different centers at school that we play with. And so we gave you some ideas for what you might play with, the ways you can play with kind of like the way that we play at school. So for example, we usually build stuff in our construction zone. Okay, we usually play pretend games in our dramatic play or our pretend play area. So we gave you some suggestions for this week. For this week, we thought we could learn about dinosaurs for a couple more weeks because we were learning a lot about dinosaurs before school had to close. Okay, and then there's some social emotional, some social skills ideas, some things that you can talk about. And here you see, these ones are blue. When you download this PDF, that's actually a link. So when you click on those links, there's links to a couple videos. This one's a video of me reading a story. This one's a video of Mr. Green talking about some social emotional skills. Okay, so yeah, it's much better actually than printing this. It's much better for you to download this to your phone or your tablet or ideally a computer if you have one. And then the next 2 pages are weekly schedules for the next 2 weeks. This one starts this coming Wednesday, April 1st. So this one's just a 3-day week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the following week is also included, a 5-day week. Okay. So in here, we have the day of the week and the different activities. And then under here, it says as a very brief description of the activity. And for almost all of these spots, we have a video link to either me or Miss Gomez or one of our other teachers explaining or actually giving a lesson. So we're trying to lay this all out for you so it's all right here and very clear so that, say, on Wednesday, you can do all of these things on Wednesday. Again, if these activities you don't think are the right activities for your student, change it up. If you don't get to something, that's okay. Jot it down for us so we can tell what you were able to do. So yeah, that's what we're going to be sending home with you. A letter, some playtime suggestions, and then some new schedules for you. Keep journaling. I will also send you some blank journals like this. Some kids really like to do it on this kind of paper. If you have a printer, you can print it out. If not, just whatever paper you have. Kids can make a journal on anything. Blank paper works just as well. I think that's my update for you. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you all soon enough.